This is an Ellis Mowers and More small engine vlog. Stay connected on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers and More. Comments or questions? Leave them below or email me, ellis@ellismowers.com. And as always, like and subscribe for more small engine content. On today's vlog, I'm a little late because I wanted to post this on Sunday. Today's now Wednesday. And if y'all read my Instagram post and even saw my last video on the Honda, this is what I do full time now. A lot of factors went into it. With the job that I had, I know I didn't really go in depth exactly what I did, but I worked in TV news. And what that did, I was at my current role for about 5.5 years, and for 5 of those years I was getting up at 2:30 in the morning to go to 40 miles one way into the city of Raleigh to go work, and that just wears down on you after a while. Everything, as you can see, everything is really picked up around here. It's been really good the past couple years, and I've just been limited by my time, really. Between my wife and I, we're in a good position for me to be able to do this full time as well. So it's I do not take this for granted, so to speak. Still want to progress to get a little bit better and a little bit faster at what I do around here. But now that I have more time, hopefully, and more energy, I'm not tired anymore. I used to be tired all the time. I can't imagine what some of my videos look like back a few months ago, because I was starting to feel it, y'all. But yeah, long story short, I just kind of got tired of everything associated with getting up at that time, the amount of driving I had to do, and the overall environment of working in TV news is just a difficult one, just because of what you encounter and deal with on a daily basis. And I'll leave it at that. So we're out here. Life is so much better now, I will say that much. I am sleeping much better. I feel much sharper and more energized. And we're about a week and a half into this, and pretty satisfied with everything that's gone on and what I've made so far, especially with the whole adjustment period and whatnot, of becoming a small business essentially and becoming my own boss. So I just got back from doing a service. There's a lot of free items that I'm about to show y'all. I've done a lot of vlogs and stuff not really related to small engines and repairs very much lately, so I'm gonna make this one big video. But yeah, that's kind of everything that's going on. I have a lot of examples of people that have gone on their own and done a good job, and have just been very successful, whether it was in small engines or if it was in something else. A lot of good examples and role models around for me to follow, and a lot of success stories from what I've seen. So I guess I'm here trying to write my own success story. I already feel much more successful when it comes to sleeping and quality of life, and that's really the biggest part of this decision, was the quality of life increase, and it's so much better, so much happier doing this. So part of that post, especially local folks, there's a few folks that reached out to me and said, hey, I have a free mower, I have mowers that need servicing, I have this, I have that. And so I was already really busy, but that has really been a blessing in many ways. And in this video, what I'm going to do is not show you, look at me or anything like that, because it's not about me. Just what a lot of people have blessed me with here, in terms of machines to work on, as well as servicing and things along those lines. So really crowded, really busy out here. I'm going to try and do this before the storm rolls through here, and I'm just going to show you everything that's going on around here for the next few minutes. And I hope that y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope that y'all have enjoyed this channel over the past 6.5 years. It's been excellent doing this, and just the people that I've been able to help through all of this has been great. There was an email I received a couple of weeks ago. A guy asked me in regards to a John Deere X300 video that I did, that I thought it had a bad transmission, and it ended up just being the transmission pulley. His issue is actually not related to that, but that video got him to email me and say, look, I have a John Deere X300. It basically freewheels. The parking brake doesn't work. It doesn't drive or anything along those lines. The John Deere dealer wanted to replace the transmission to the tune of $1,350 on it. I emailed response back to him, and I said, in all honesty, I think the only issue is that you have an axle key that's broken in your where your axle meets the wheel, because that's the exact symptoms that he was describing to me. And he got back to me. He said, I'll check. A couple days later, he emailed me back, and he said, I want to thank you very much, because that's what it was. It was an 80-some cent axle key, and I saved the man he saved himself over $1,300 by just reaching out to me. I'm always happy to answer emails or things along those lines. I'm here to help. I'm not here to try and rob people of money. There's enough people around here doing that already. Not in my general area, but just in general. We have a couple of good shops around this area, but the amount of work for small engines is just insane right now. A lot of people retiring, a lot of people that are older just not wanting to mess with this stuff anymore, and so it really has pinched the market. The town north of me, there's not even a mower shop that works on anybody's machines unless you buy from them now. So that's something else. That's just a story, and it's just much more fulfilling doing this than what I was doing, and I feel so much better. So without further ado, that's where I'm at, guys, and we're going to combine this video with all the free stuff that people have been very generous to give me so far, as well as other projects here just in the immediate garage that are going to be going on here. So let's do it. I'm going to keep in mind the thunder in the distance, so I might have to cut this video short or do it at a later time. Y'all see I got a backyard full of stuff. I have tried to clean out a little bit, but that's just not going very well. This is the first freebie that was given to me. It's a Murray 12 horsepower 38-inch cut. Nothing special. It's just been sitting for a while. It was parked because of carburetor issues. That was years ago. I didn't really have to go too far down the road to get this, as I already had my truck and trailer and was out in the area that it was, so I went and picked it up. The deck seems to be in pretty decent shape. You know, a lot of these get rotted out and whatnot. This one is not, which is excellent. So that's awesome. That's the first freebie. These three right here got dropped off to me at the house. Didn't even have to go anywhere to get them. The guy just came and brought them to me. What I know about this one is that this is a Cub Cadet 1525. The guy did say that it ran and drove the last time he used it, but it almost sounded like it had a knock to it, or like one of the rods or something was going out in it. So this is a 15 horse Kawasaki FH430V, which I was kind of surprised. I was thinking that it was going to be a Briggs or something. Really cool though. Comes with a bagger. If I can get it running and maybe I can figure out whatever's going on with the engine, then that's going to be good. The other two, I don't know if they're going to be worth saving. The good news is this is a Craftsman. It's got a 26 horsepower Kohler and a 54-inch deck. The engine can go on something else. The deck I could sell for probably $150 to $200. The engine's probably a $300 engine if I decide to sell it. Next item is the 1042 Cub Cadet LT 1042. It is, the deck's in pretty rough shape. May be able to throw this together to get something going, but it has a Kohler Courage. It does not have a cracked block, so that might be a candidate for another machine that I have in the shed, which I'll show y'all after this storm blows through. Inside, two items that I can show you. We still got the big haul that I got to show y'all here in a minute that's still on the trailer. We have, so the deal here with these is I can, if I fix one and sell it for the guy, I get to keep the other, and I think that's a pretty good deal considering the condition that these are in. So the first one we'll go through here is a Skag. This is a Skag V Pro Kawasaki V Twin. I was told that it was running before it sat for a little bit of time, and the pull rope got pulled out of it. So we'll let that storm blow through. But so that's what's going on here with that. And I'm going to put a pull rope in it. We're going to see if it runs. Probably don't think there's going to be a lot wrong with it if it does. How weather can change in a couple of minutes. Sorry for the aside. But this one may just need like a carb clean, or it may be like a safety switch issue or something. I don't think it's going to need much. And I don't even know what these things bring. If y'all know what these things bring, this is like a 36-inch cut or something like that. So it's a small one that fits in with the fences. It's got a second discharge chute with it. Seems to be pretty well taken care of until it's sat. The next one here is John Deere X300. It's, I don't know what model year this is, but it has less than 100 hours on it. Let me get the hood open real quick. I need both hands. So, again, the usual V-twin Kawasaki on this. They tried to fix it and then just kind of left it halfway. What's going on, I don't even know. They said they went to go back it off of the trailer and it just quit running on me, or running on them. So that's all I know about this. And we're going to get into this. Both of these are going to have a video on them. So you'll see a lot of videos of these two especially. These will be the first two probably that go out of what y'all see in this video, aside from the next item that I'm about to show you with the Craftsman, another 54-inch Craftsman. Let me get this underneath here. Small engine life ain't pretty sometimes. But that's it for this. Couple of cracks in the seats. This one will clean up nicely. This will probably sell for about $1,200 to $1,300, just with it being an X300. As long as somebody will pony up the money and not try and pay LA series or D series money for this. EX1 E-Z-GO golf cart is 3 years old. The problem with this is, I thought it was just a time delay module issue, but I think it's something a little bit bigger issue with a switch. Reason being is, you know, if it just sits overnight, you turn the switch on, drive it, it'll drive for a decent amount of time. But then what'll happen is eventually it'll just not do anything. So I don't know if it's like a throttle position switch or something along those lines that's having an issue here. I'm hoping that it's something easy, and I need to get on it here pretty soon just so I can get it back to its owner, because it can't be much. It's only 3 years old. This is interesting though, because it's one of those fuel injected E-Z-GOs. So it's got like a computer and oxygen sensor and everything on it. So kind of interesting, but also kind of a little bit complicated, a little bit more so than a carbureted one. So gonna work on that. So y'all saw the HR194 just sitting here waiting on a buyer. This my dad gave to me because he's not using it anymore for me to sell. Super nice Tecumseh 4.5 horsepower push blower. Don't have the chipper slash vac portion to it, but that's okay. I think I might have shown y'all this free generator. Old home light generator, 3,500 watt. Just keeping it out of the weather right now. That was a $100 buy. A Toro commercial self-propel. A true commercial Toro self-propel. And you've got the FJ180V Kawasaki, 6 horsepower. It has the oil filter on it. Big gas tank. Main issue for this is that the self-propel does not work. It needs some gears. That gear, unfortunately, is almost $40, so that's going to be fun. Cost-wise, it's really busy in the garage. It's really busy in the yard as well. We're going to let this rain pass, but what we're going to do here is, this is the last one. I got this in a trade for that LT1045 Cub Cadet that I did the 3-part series on and did the engine swap. Or ultimately did the engine swap on. Got this as a partial trade. 54-inch Craftsman, 26-inch or 26 horsepower Kohler Courage. The two issues that I have, they were using this, but the two issues that I have found is that there is no fire on the left cylinder, and I think some pulleys or a pulley or two are seized on the drive, because it drives, but it drives really, really slow. So that's going on. I'm hoping that those two items are going to be quick fixes, because I'm ready to get this thing out of the garage. So we'll see what happens with that. While the rain's going on, we'll just let the storm pass, and I'll show you the big haul that's on the trailer next. All right, well, the storm has passed. Just a little rain shower, we'll take it. Could always use the rain, right? Here's the massive haul that I've gotten today. Somebody reached out and said, you know, they knew my parents, and she said my husband's not able to do work on this stuff anymore. There's too many projects. Also, his health was failing as well, so pretty big. Just needed to clean out, you know, moving soon also, or trying to rent out the house, something along those lines. So needed to clean out, like I said. And the deal is, everything that you're going to see in this truck and trailer are going to be mine. After well, they're already mine, but in exchange, I'm going to fix one push mower, and I'm going to fix this RX-75 John Deere for them, and the rest of it is mine, including this Honda mower, the 2 snappers, and the push mowers in the back of the truck, as well as the other 2 push mowers here. I figured that was a fair deal, so we'll do that. And I don't think a lot of this is going to need a ton to get going. They've just been sitting a while, and but they've either been sitting under covers or under a deck, so they haven't been really getting rained on, or the elements, or something along those lines. I'll go through briefly what I know about them. I don't really know anything about these 3. In terms of fixing one for them, it's going to be this Honda here in the middle, the HRT216. And I'll get, this is an old school snapper right here with the disc drive self-propel on the back. We've also got the HR215 Honda here, very similar to that 194 that I just fixed, which is cool. I'll give you all a look at the snapper real quick as well. By the way, that Skag's got a sulky that came with it too, which is cool. I'm in the process of cleaning up, so you'll see some miscellaneous parts and stuff where I've scrapped a few things around here as well. It's a full-time job just keeping up with cleaning things up around here. But here's that snapper. It's in pretty good shape from what I can tell. It's got the Tecumseh engine on it. You don't really see many of them. Don't have the air filter hat for it though, unfortunately. But that's alright. So we've got a few other things here. Those screws made it the whole way on that seat on the way home. 30 some miles, which is crazy. Anyways, we've got 2 more snappers here, snapper rear engine riders. I know that there's been a couple people looking for small riders. This may be able to fit the bill for them. We'll see. This one's got an 8 horsepower, and it looks like it's a 30-inch deck or a 28, one of the two. Is that the one? All the tires seem like they are okay on them. They're just, these tires are just, all the tires are just eat up on a lot of these machines. So you know they were used pretty decent. The John Deere seat off of the RX-75 is on this snapper, so that's kind of interesting. The next one, engine has compression, which is awesome. So I'm not going to pull it much because it's in gear right now because of how I transported them. But the next one, again, compression, which is excellent, and the recoils are working. So worst case, I think we just have to slap some carbs on these and fix some tires, just front tires. I think the rear tires might be all right. One of them held air for I don't know how long. We've got battery cores. Again, these will be like $250 a pop if I can get them going. This one's got the 33-inch deck on it. It's got the bag. I think it's the 33. See yeah. They had the baggers, but they didn't have any bags for them, so I left the bags there and just told them to go ahead and scrap because it really wasn't worth me trying to source bags for mowers that are going to sell for $250 at the most. This one right here, I think looks worse than it is, and I'll tell you the reason why I think it looks worse than it is, and the good thing that is associated with this. It looks rough. Don't get me wrong, but I think we're lucky, and I'm glad I got it this week instead of next week because I almost would have said no, I'm not interested in fixing this. So I was told that he got something bored out, so I'm wondering if, because this is a 9-horse Kawasaki, I'm wondering if he got the cylinder bored out on it. There's something wrong with it or something along those lines. Not completely sure. It's been sitting for a good little while though. I do know that. Good news is, we got the deck here. I don't have the little hood thing because these I believe came with something on top of this. Maybe not. Either way, it's all here in terms of frame and whatnot, and whatever I don't have, I got parts in the back of the truck. We're going to get to the back of the truck in just a moment because we're not done yet. The big plus is I have this, a complete parts mower that basically doesn't have a deck. I think that's the deck pulley right there, but it has the drivetrain in the back, some better tires on it as you can see, and we have a 9-horsepower electric start Kawasaki that is complete here, and that's probably the good thing. My plan is to take this engine and put it on that machine on the truck there. We also could swap the deck parts onto this, which might be the easier thing to do. I'm not completely sure yet. We're going to find out. Either way, we're going to get him a running RX-75. The man has had it rough lately. A lot of health issues associated with bone cancer and stuff. So it's all about helping people out sometimes too. That Honda is going to be cool if I can figure out what's going on with it. He said the battery's only from 20, so I ain't been parked very long. He said the differential went out in it, so we'll see. But let's go to the back of the truck. I'll lower the tailgate so that we can see what all we've got here. This is not to showcase look at me or anything. This is just to show, you know, there's been a lot of people been really nice here recently to me, and it's been awesome. The FS91R is not free. That is a repair. This Craftsman 6.75 big wheel is part of the lot. That Honda, another HRT 216, has got some fairly new wheels on the front. The guy said the self-propel does not work, but he said it does run, so that's a plus. Hopefully it just needs a belt and we'll get it out of here. Oh, and then that is a Tecumseh Craftsman self-propel front drive, which is great. The gas tank's really cracked on it, so we'll swap the gas tank out, maybe throw a carb on it. All the cables and whatnot are good, so that's a huge plus. And then there's a whole gamut of parts that are from the RX-75. I think one of them's a chute for the RX-75. One of them's a chute for the Honda. I don't have a chute for the snapper that had the bag portion on it, but that's everything on this lot. So I don't even know how many pieces we've got. We're gonna -2 from this, but this is a lawn sweeper right here. I think I just need to free the wheels up. The bag's in okay shape. It's probably gonna run 30 bucks or something once I get it off the trailer or off the truck. So out of this haul, we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, subtract 2. We have 8 mowers here that are mine, like I need any more. So you can see in the back there, holy cow, right? But whenever I have lots and hauls like this, I'm not gonna say no to them. And these are all convenient to get. I was already in the area doing a service. I only had to drive about 2 miles out of my way to get these. So I consider that as well. Again, these 3 got dropped off to me. The Red Murray was only a couple of miles out of the way for me to go pick up as well. So we've got a lot of good stuff going on here, guys. And I'll show you that Cub Cadet over there, because I promised. On the inside of here, let me open up the lean-to. I'll show you what I think that engine might go into. It's this LTX 1040. I got on a trade. The guy was cutting with it, but the issue is it's a Kohler Courage. I don't think the block's cracked, but the mounting holes are all shot on it. So the engine is basically just sitting here freewheeling. And one of the deck brackets is broken on the back. The rest of the deck looks okay. Maybe a couple of soft spots, but nothing crazy along those lines. We have a lot more machines in here to get fixed. Again, it's just me, one machine at a time is what I'm taking it at. And I think once the fall hits and the winter hits and work slows down a little bit, then I'll be able to tackle not all of this, nowhere near all of this, but most of them. We've got a couple of carb kits right here for those weed eaters that I just got in yesterday, and many more items back here that I need to sort through over the course of time. So that's it on this video. We'll wrap everything up. So you can see we have a ton of stuff going on around here. The things that you also see on the channel every Friday night are product reviews. Some of them seem probably a little obscure and out there. However, some of those items are really popular on Amazon. So I double up those videos. The YouTube version has a little 30-second open that I put on all my videos now. The Amazon one doesn't because of their guidelines. So I double up those videos. Part of the associates program, get a little bit of commission whenever they click on that video on Amazon, and that really has actually come to be a very decent sum of money over the course of the month. So we've got that going on, we've got the YouTube going on, and the small engine repair, which is the bread and butter around here right now. So we've got a lot going on. Again, I still don't have all my eggs in one basket. Got all, multiple sources of income going on here. I don't show a lot on the channel, but or I don't show everything on the channel, but I do show a lot. And I'm trying to pick and choose things that I haven't done as much of here recently, just so it's not same old, same old. Mixing up with vlogs, also doing a lot of small engine stuff, repairs and whatnot too. a little bit more shorter form, a little bit more longer form, like that black Craftsman will be on the channel. The X300 will be on the channel. The Skag will be on the channel. A lot of personal projects you'll see here, or if it's a unique fix for a customer repair, then you'll see that here as well. As always, thanks for the support. Would not be able to do this all without y'all, and thank y'all for listening to me for the past 20 to 30 minutes here on this video. I just needed to give y'all a good update on what's been going on here lately, and just the whole reasoning why I decided to make this full time. It's just nice and fulfilling. You tangibly see when you solve an issue for somebody, and that's just rewarding in many aspects, and that the fix lasts. It's not like the daily news where you basically just start from zero every day. So a lot more rewarding work here in the garage. You're going to see a lot more of me twice a week here on the channel with small engine repairs and a couple of vlogs thrown in like this one, and then every Friday night are my product reviews for the week. Sometimes it may be one, sometimes it may be none, sometimes it may be 6, but they're all gonna drop Friday night. Thanks again for watching and for all the support. Catch you on the next one.